Welcome to Project Ninja. Today I'm going to take you through a series of training videos. Project Ninja is complete site management software. The first module I'm going to take you through is the project overview. When you log into Project Ninja, the first screen that you see is your projects. Administrators can see all projects, supervisors can only see the projects assigned to them. Opening up your project will give you the general details of your project. Project name, location and suburb are all created by the administrator but can be seen by the supervisor. Also on the main screen here you also have your safety documents, which is where you put all your SWIMs and MSDSs. You can also add other checklists for your supervisors such as test and tag documentation. The final section on the general tab is box integration. You're able to enter an email address to your box folders to automatically store all of your PDFs straight to box as a backup. The second screen in your project is your management contacts. In here you assign supervisors to the project, select their role. You can then decide if they receive day works and purchase orders via email by clicking yes. The other option you have here in management contacts is role configuration. If you're using the budgets in the software, you're able to assign a rate to each of your individual roles to allow your budgets to run in the dashboard. The next screen that we're going to go to is the form section. Here in the form section is where your site supervisors will do their day-to-day management of the site. They'll create daily pre-starts, their site diary, status reports and day works. The first form is the daily pre-start. They select the date and whether or not a health and safety representative is in attendance. They then run through a series of questions about the site, and then just with a paper pre-start they would then get the employee to sign the form. As a security feature in the software, employees must enter their date of birth to be able to sign off. The signature button will become available once they get their date of birth correct, and they can sign their signature and save. It'll then create a list of employees that have signed the pre-starts for the day. Once all employees have signed, the supervisor then will select their name, record their signature and save the form. Marking the form as complete will lock it from editing and mean that the form is submitted. If you enter incorrect answers or fail to fill out something that's required, it'll highlight red on the screen. The next form we're going to go through is the site diary. The site diary is a copy of what your site managers would fill out in a normal site management book. Select the date and click save, and this will create a new site diary record. All of the fields with a red asterisk are mandatory. The total inducted employees is the number of employees that have signed into the site since the start of the project. On site today is the number of employees that signed on using the biometric scanner on the day that you created the site diary. As you run through the site diary, there's a list of questions that need to be completed in order to save it. You're also able to add attachments to your site diary. If you're using a mobile device, it will open the gallery or allow you to take a photo with the mobile device. If you're using a PC, it will open up your File Explorer and allow you to choose a document. Give your file a name and click Save. It'll attach the document to your site diary to view later. The Zone section on your site diary is used to let you know if status reports are due. It'll only show data when the status reports become due for your zones. As with all forms, once you've completed it, select your name from the contact list, sign your name, mark as completed if they no longer need to edit it, and click Save. The next form we're going to go through is the status report. The status report button on the form section is only live once a status report has been added to the project. Select your date and choose a zone for your status report, then click Save to activate the form. On your first status report, the whole form will be blank, but subsequent status reports for each zone will bring through the percentages from the previous status report. As with all forms, once you've completed your status report, select your name from the contacts list, sign your signature, mark as completed, and hit save. The last form in the section is a Dateworks form. Once again, select the date for your form. Select the client contact. If you have a site instruction number, you can add it here. Then go through and complete the area of works, description of works. You can then add labour to your Dateworks. The labour will only allow you to select employees that have been on site. You can select the task that they completed, the date they did the work, and how many hours was spent on the Dateworks. You can also list materials, scissor lifts and scaffold, and again, like all forms, you have a sign-off section. The sign-off section for the Dateworks is slightly different to the other forms in that it has a section for your client contact to sign off the Dateworks to acknowledge the work's done. Once the Dateworks is complete, mark as completed and then click the Save button. This will then email a copy of the form to your client contact. All of your forms can be exported as a PDF. By clicking the View PDF button for your form, you'll see here it brings up the form on the screen where you can download a copy of the form to your computer to email. Alternatively, you can use the Print button to print a copy of your PDF. Manpower list. Once your employees have signed on to the biometric scanner for the day, Project Ninja will then create a Manpower list. As you can see on the mobile device, open your project and click the Manpower tab. Select the date you want to view the Manpower for and click Open. Here it lists the employees that have signed on to the biometric scanner for the day. It tells you the role that was entered when they did their induction. You also have the option of adding a classification and a special category if they're doing specific work on site. The biometric scanner automatically transfers the start and finish times to your Manpower list. To edit an employee, click Open. You can enter what they're currently doing on site, and also what you plan to have them do next. Information you enter into classification, special category, and the current and next job will follow on into subsequent days and will only change if you open the record and edit them. You can see now on the main screen you're able to view the information we just entered. At the bottom of your Manpower list, it shows you the total number of employees that have signed on to the biometric scanner for the day. You can print a PDF copy of your Manpower list, or just click Save once you've finished editing, and click Home to return back to your project.